Hey, what's up guys? This lesson is going to be on calculating your average true range on any instrument using a daily time frame. This is super useful because it gives you context for your next trading day, and usually these levels are traded around quite frequently. You'll tend to find. So what we're going to calculate is the average true range top, bottom, and then we're also going to calculate a pivot level. So I do this every day, and I put them on my chart, and it gives me context to the next trading day. And it's super simple. It doesn't take long at all. So before we get started, go ahead and open up your trading platform. Doesn't matter which one you use. I'm using TradingView. All platforms have relatively the same functionality. So I've got TradingView up. So open up a trading platform, open up a calculator app, or just use your phone and pull up whatever instrument you trade on a daily basis and pull up a daily chart. So right now I have the MES up on the daily, and I'm going to run through real quick on how to calculate your average true ranges as well as your central pivot. So what you're going to do first is you have the daily chart open. You're going to go to indicators. First you want to find what your true range is. So you type average true range or ATR on your indicators. Pull up that indicator. You might have to go into the settings of the indicator because we want to change it to daily. We don't want to change it to chart. So one day. Length, I'm not too concerned with it, but just an average length is fine. So next, the trading day just ended. So this day right here is what I'm going to be focused on. It's Tuesday, the 22nd of March, 2022. So line this up. This tells me, if you look over to the right on the bottom, my ATR, or average true range of this day, is 105 points. So we need to write that number down, or just remember it. It's pretty easy to remember. So we're going to use that number when calculating our average true ranges. So 105. So our next step, highlight your daily candle. If you look at the top up here, you can see the high, low, and close. So let's hover over the daily candle. Our high is 45.14. So grab your calculator. 45.14. Since that was the high, we're going to subtract our daily ATR. So minus 105. 44.09. So that's our first one. So I'm going to go ahead and mark it on my chart. 44.09. Go to settings. 44.09. I'm going to go ahead and lock this so it doesn't get jacked up. Well, it's already locked, so we're good. Alright, now let's do the low. The low is 44.33. Grab your calculator. 44.33. That's the low, so we're going to add 105 points. Super simple, but you'd be surprised how much these levels are respected, at least in ES, MES. 45.38. So we'll grab our other ATR that we haven't calculated yet. 45.38. Enter. Good. Alright, so now what you can see on my chart is, so for tomorrow I'm expecting price to at least come up to a range of 45.35. I'm sorry, 45.38. On the high end, doesn't mean that you know, can't go past it or whatever, but it'll usually chop around this before either expanding or going back down. So this is our calculated high for tomorrow, for Wednesday. Calculated low for Wednesday is 44.09. So again, these are usually traded around before the next move happens. Alright, so we have our high and our low. Now we need to determine what is our pivot. meaning what is our midpoint? So again, grab your calculator. We're going to look at the high, the low, plus the close. High plus low plus close divided by 3. So our high is 45.15. You don't have to be exact. 45.15 plus our low 44.33. 44.33 plus our close 45.06. We're going to divide that by 3. That gives us 4484. So we'll go ahead and plot it. 4484. There we go. So now we have our ranges. Now this is just to get you started. This is basically your baseline calculations, what to look for. I just do this every day. Get in the habit of doing it so that you have it on hand, and it works really well. So you can see ATR high, ATR low, and then the pivot point. Now a lot of times what you'll see, especially overnight, is this pivot area. Well, the price will usually trade down to it, and if we're in a really bull segment of price action, meaning this week and the week before, price will respect this pivot overnight during Europe. This is just talking about index futures specifically, but usually we'll chop around due to low liquidity. We'll come down and we'll just barely bounce off that pivot. So it's usually good for 10 to 20 points overnight. So just something to keep in mind. This is just the first video to build your context for your trade plan. So I'm going to go over some more things to add so that you can, once you have all the things added, you can basically build a story in your head for what you might think the next day will have. So that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for some more stuff. I'm going to be trying to put out more stuff recently. Alright, thanks.